Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls just came out, and oh my god, I'm having a blast with this game, and I wanted to share with you guys some tips that I promise you after watching this video your gameplay will be elevated to the next level. I know a lot of creators already have done videos about the absolute beginners, teaching you the basics of the game's fundamentals, but today we're gonna talk more about strategies and how you can apply these mechanics to become a much stronger player. Starting first with the first tip, this game is all about movement. You're trying to move while using your assists in the neutral to fish for the hit. And you need to be comfortable moving around while calling these assists. And that's why the first tip is about the control layout. I know a lot of you guys are playing this game on a controller, myself included, and the default layout is for the assist to be on the X button. So you're trying to move around with the D-pad, calling assists, but at the same time, you're gonna try to hit the light, medium, heavy attacks. And I find that to be really unintuitive and honestly quite awkward, right? It doesn't feel good. I know that controller layout is a matter of preference, but as someone who played fighting games for 20 years on PlayStation controller, the default layout, that's not it. So what I have done is I have moved over, or I switched the unique button, which is the R1 with the X. Now I play Wolverine, and Wolverine unique is kind of like a special move, right? It's the Rekka, it's the overhead, it's the low. It is stuff that you just use in combos or in block strings most of the time. I'm not doing it 24/7. Other characters that I do play include Hulk, and his unique is also, it's not something that you're gonna be using all the time, and so that's why I feel like being able to maneuver with the D-pad while having access to my assists on a shoulder button, particularly one that is on the right. So you're able to use your left hand, your left thumb for movement, have the right index for the assist, and at the same time your thumb is still able to press. That's why you can able to multitask. Now I know that having the unique be on a face button might make characters like Storm a little bit awkward, but still you're gonna get the benefits of being able to move around, call your assists with a Storm, which is great. And again, her unique, well, you're gonna use it like in specific scenarios, so you're also not using it 24/7, no complicated motions. So I feel like that will make you much more comfortable moving and calling assists, which is a huge part of this game. The second tip is how to manage the wall situation. Now, generally in this game, whenever you are doing a combo, you typically have some special moves, some enders that will cause a wall splat or cause a wall transition. And a lot of players don't like them. They want to go for enders, they want to keep continuing the combo and get more damage because they will gonna cut your combo short. And obviously when you go for the wall splat or the transition, that will assemble your team. You get an added member, and that have obvious benefits. You get the second the ability to call like a second assist. You will have a second assist unlocked. It's gonna make your block strings better. You can keep them going around for longer because you're gonna have a second tackle assist as well, and it will increase your super gauge. So all of that sounds really good. But one benefit, and I feel like that is the most important benefit that you may not realize, is when you have your team, the more team members you have, the more HP you have. So take for example this simple Wolverine combo, right? This did over 40k. Now on a Captain America that only have one assist available, this is about over 50%. But if Cap have his entire team, this becomes under 50%. So my strategy actually in this game, especially during round 1, is to go for the wall splats, go for assembling my team as quickly as possible, because this allows you to have more assists in the neutral, better pressure, but at the same time have more HP so that getting hit isn't as devastating.
Cower before the storm.
Hey there, hope you're enjoying the video. If you're liking the video so far but you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. I mean, we got an amazing team going up. Join Zamura's EX-Men. We even got like the Emma and Magneto combo, so you know we're gonna dominate. Excuse the silliness and enjoy the rest of the video. The third tip is to learn how to use and leverage the directional assists for your team. In a way to make this game easier, Arc implemented the tackle assist. It's like the generic assist, and in this game it's very common to see players doing a block string into the generic tackle assist to keep their block string going. However, the generic assist really does not have that much block stun, so if you're trying to go for a special into the tackle and then try to like go for an insta air dash into a jump in, you can get 2H'd very easily, right? That happens all the time, and that's why it's important to learn how to use the directional assist. Now, there is a general layout of the projectile, the anti-air one, and the third, the back assist, which is the unique, and that is really what is gonna unlock many options. I am using my team and I'm gonna show you a couple of examples. So say for example, Wolverine back assist, right? This does a block string that have a gap in it. So if my idea is I'm going for a block string and I want to go for an insta air dash, Wolverine will offer me much better utility. If the opponent is trying to mash 2H, Wolverine will keep them logged because he's gonna attack their 2H before my cab completes his air dash. And if they're trying to react to my air dash on block with the 2H, well, Wolverine is gonna log them for so long to the point where my jumping attack is gonna beat their 2H on startup and I'm gonna get the counter hit. That is the power of the unique assists, and you have so many other examples. For example, Carnage have a great one. If you're playing a character like Hulk, he's gonna extend your combo potential tremendously because many of the Hulks hit, he's gonna have to go for the gamma charge after them, but Carnage is gonna pull them in, so you're gonna get even more damage. That is really cool. Another example that I use, and this one is hilarious. Captain America have his assist, and he's holding stance. It reminds me of the Sub-Zero ice clone from the Mortal Kombat games. So what I do is I go for the Wolverine air unique, which is a dive kick, right? And then try to go for the overhead. Now what is funny is that when I do this, I'm gonna go for the dive and cold cap and then go for the overhead. If the opponent try to go low, Wolverine, his overhead is gonna low crush them. It's gonna hop over the lows, and I'm gonna get the hit and get the combo. If the opponent try to attack me and they will hit Wolverine out of the overhead, Cap is gonna hit them, so I'm pretty much going for a safe overhead. If I cold Cap and I didn't do anything, Cap is gonna retaliate and I am gonna get a launcher combo into massive damage. And even if they try to go for a grab, Wolverine will like crush the grab and go for the hit. This is a hilarious setup and I love how effective this is, and this is only possible thanks to the power of the unique assists. Now the final thing is learning how to air dash initiate offense and also learning how to counter it. People air dash all the time in this game in an attempt to get in, right? And they use it all the time. And 2H's in this game are very strong and they have gigantic hitbox, they're gonna launch you, and that is pretty much like the universal anti-air option. Right? Now what people have started doing and what I do myself is I'm gonna go for an air dash and then I'm gonna block your 2H, so you will be in a punish state, and people are doing that online. So one thing that you need to get in the habit of is go for the 2H anti-air and block, confirm it into your assist so that you are using a tackle assist to make yourself safe on this 2H, and if you happen to get the hit, you can even turn the situation around and get a combo yourself. This is very important to learn, one of the major defensive hurdles that if you're good at doing that, and honestly it is very easy, like the window to summon the assist is huge, so I think this is very doable and very reactionary, so that's a huge part. But how are we gonna initiate our jumping offense if 2H into assist is that strong? Well, this is where you're also gonna have to learn how to use your own assists. Generally speaking, if you are calling an assist in a block stun and then air dashing in, you're gonna get 2H. The opponent is gonna have enough time to recover unless you're going for something like the Wolverine unique that have a ton of block stun. What you wanna do is you wanna call a shooter assist or a unique assist, jump, air dash. Typically you wanna cover your approach, so what you can do is call the assist and then insta air dash, or already be jumping, call the assist and then dash inward. You want the opponent to be in the block stun of the projectile and then dash your way through and maybe go for a low or go for the overhead of the jumping dashing attack to make them have to block it or hopefully get the hit, right? You want to be air dashing in when they are already in block stun, right? If that makes sense, right? If you get in the habit of doing that, you're not gonna get too aged as much, and if you got your anti-air into the assist in place, your defense is gonna be so much stronger as well. And that's about it. Let me know your thoughts about Marvel Tokon so far. Are you enjoying it? I know it's scrambly, and maybe I'm gonna do a follow-up video on how you can deal with mashers. I think that would be much appreciated. I'm gonna be leaving a link to the Patreon, Discord, Twitter, and Twitch pages in the description. Thank you so much for watching and stay safe.